Welcome back, you guys. This is Mark with NCEngravers, and today we're going to be working on a Glock 26 Gen 5, and we're going to be building a Hive pattern on this slide. Now, let's kind of take you guys through that. I want you guys to understand it a little bit more, and that's mostly because the design for the Hive on the 26 and 27 is different than all of the other Hive designs on the other Glock slides. So if you've got a 43, a 34, 17, 19, 22, 23, those are all very similar. But when we get into the 26, 27, it's a totally different design and it looks completely different than the others. Want to make sure that you guys were aware of that, especially if you have one of those weapons. I also want to make sure that you understand if you have a 19, that we technically don't offer this pattern as of right now on your gun. We offer a Hive, but it doesn't look like this one. So I want to make sure there's a little bit of clarity there for those of you that were thinking about having that done. I want to take you guys through the overview, and then of course we're going to get into the cut work. We'll bring it back, we'll talk about it. On this design, we have a chamfered edge all the way down. So we're going to be doing chamfer edges on the long sides and the 3 on the back. We will not be doing the nose or the top, as this already has a tapered bull nose from the factory. We're going to be shaving the sides of both of the gun on both sides. So on this side, all the text is going to come off. On this side, we're going to be going down through here and around the serial number. This is all going to come off. And then what we do is we do a step down on the side, and then we do Hive in the middle of that step down that matches the top. So up here on the top, we're going to have a Hive design, okay? And then as you look at the way the separation is between the Hive and you roll the slide, you're going to see on the side, those Hives on the side align with the center row on the top. So it's a very interesting design, the way that it unfolds. Once again, it's a little bit different than a 19 and 17, because in the 19 and 17, we don't have a step-down pocket on the sides. Now, we do that for one of a couple of reasons. One, the slide's a little bit shorter than the other ones that are out on the market. It's also a little bit thicker. So it gives us the opportunity to not only shave the sides to remove all the text, it also gives us the ability to reduce a little bit more weight on the front section going forward, right? So opportunities there, that's going to be pretty cool. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to one of the 2 CNCs that we have here. We're going to go ahead and do the chamfered edges. We're going to get that work done. Then we're going to move into color and we're going to bring it back. Let's take a look and see exactly how that comes out. Alright guys, let's take a look and see exactly how this came out. We went ahead and reinstalled the factory parts back in the slide. We added some Midnight Bronze Cerakote to the slide. I want to just briefly talk about the work that was done here. I've got some other quick notes on some things that I want to touch base on. So let's talk about the top here. So we end up having a top Hive. Obviously it's a cut through all the way through. We're able to see some barrel. It's pretty open. So the idea is, if you are thinking about having work done on your barrel, whether that's engraving work or just coloring, or maybe you've purchased an aftermarket barrel and you want to have it kind of match or be seen with our design, this is a great opportunity to be able to see that. The side shaving with the Hive is very good for weight reduction. So we do shave all the way from the rear serrations forward. This would remove all the factory text. We do a step down, as you guys can see here. That would be the large outside border pattern. That's basically for weight reduction. Then we do our standard step down, which you see on all the Hives that we offer, and then we actually have the windows. Now, the windows on the sides do align with the windows on the top, so it's kind of a side, top, side kind of design, so flows rather nice overall. And on this build here today, we ended up doing the chamfered edges, so the 45-degree edges that you would see here. So typically these are rounded here. We've done the chamfered edges all the way down. Of course, we've done the back 3 sides as well. So really nice opportunity just to kind of make the overall change. I really like it because it just kind of transitions the side work to the top work a little bit better. Just seems to be a little bit nicer. Guys, one of the things I want to talk about is some of the other services that are offered on this slide if you were to process your order from the web page. So one of the things that you don't happen to see here is an Optic Cut. An Optic Cut is offered, and that could be anything from a microdot optic, being like a 407 or a 507K, right? So that would be cut in front of the rear iron sights. That would be something along that line, so that's an option. The other thing is you could go with a full-size optic. Now the full-size optic will hang over the sides. See if we can get you a better picture if I move my hands. Hang over the sides a little bit further than the microdot. It is a little bit bigger. You're definitely going to need suppressor sights on your slide if you're going with this. If you're going to go with like the 407 or the 507C, the 508T, the RMR, something that's a full-size optic, that's what you're going to need. Now, we do offer the option of a dovetail relocation. So on the webpage when you're checking out, there is a dovetail option that says yes or no. And what that means is, are we going to leave this to the rear? That means it would be set to no because we're not going to make a change. Or if you set it to yes, we're going to cut a new dovetail in front of the optic. So when we will include a picture from a different slide that does show that. So this would be cut to the rear, and then your iron sight would be relocated in front of it. So that is an option as well. One of the other services that you see on there is the lasered texture pattern over the rear grips. So the idea is that we would do a Hive pattern over the rear grips, okay? So this would just be a textured fill in here. It would stay in this zone. It would be kind of a deep, you'd be able to get more traction on it because there's going to be different areas that are going to touch your hands. It's kind of like making different facets, and it's a different design. So instead of your fingers only being up and down in these grooves, there's much more texture in there. And then of course that pattern matches the overall slide design. We do offer laser stippling on the frames that also matches it. Barrel work can also be done. So you have a lot of options there as far as what you might want to go with. I want to show you guys a barrel that I happen to have had from a while back. It's not really something we offer, but it is a barrel that I had here, and I just want to show it to you because some of the pictures are going to have that in it. This happened to be a G26 barrel. It didn't come from, of course, it didn't come from a 26 originally. We've created it, and it was a G19 that we turned into a G26. So it's a little bit longer. It's ported on the end, and it's gold. We knurled it, and then this is titanium nitride. If you look carefully, you can see that the titanium nitride is kind of fading. You can kind of see it right there. That is one of the negativities of titanium nitride. If not kept up with it, you can potentially peel it off or discolor it, and there's really no way of salvaging that without processing it again. So, you know, it is one of the more durable finishes that's out there in the market, but if you happen to just kind of leave it and you don't do a whole lot with it, this is a great example here. This has just been sitting in the safe, and over time, it ended up causing some issues with the surface finish on there. So, something to take into consideration, but I wanted to show it to you guys. Once again, if you had a aftermarket barrel or were wanting to have a coating done to your factory barrel, this is kind of what you would see. It would look a little bit different. Of course, once again, we do offer barrel work like knurling and of course designs on the round part. You guys have seen those probably before on some of our other YouTube videos. One of the things I want to tell you is you should be following along on our Instagram, our Facebook. Highly recommend you go to the webpage, and when you go to the webpage, there's a little box that pops up. And that box is to subscribe to our email alerts. And what that is we will send you out an email when we have a sale coming up. If we don't have a sale coming up, we don't bombard you with anything because we don't sell anything. I'm kind of hinting that to you because we have a closed door, non-advertised type of sale that's going to be taking place for July 4th. So if you want to get in on that, the only way to get the code is going to be to sign up from the webpage and, you know, then kind of go down that path. The email alert that comes out will actually tell you the dates, it'll tell you the times, it'll tell you when you have to process your order, it tells you what it's good for. And it's not quite as big of a sale as we do in the spring and in the fall, which is 20%, but I'll hint to you it's going to be very, very close. So with that being said, great opportunity to save a little bit of money. Once again, we're not going to be advertising for it, so if you're watching this video after the 4th or July sale, then you're going to have to wait until our Thanksgiving into Black Friday event for our 20% off. You've kind of missed it. We would recommend that you sign up anyhow because you never know, between the 4th of July and November, we may just do a flash sale and only the people that are on the email list will know what's going on. So we would encourage you to do, sign up on there. Obviously, it doesn't cost you anything. We don't have any sort of subscription fees or anything like that. You just go in there, put your email in, and you're done. I mean, that's it. Guys, if you have any questions about anything, please feel free to let us know. Send us an email, leave a comment in the comment section below. Share the video. It helps other people find us. It just encourages other people to see that new work is coming out, different styles and different cut work is being released. So it's an opportunity for newcomers to just kind of, follow along. Of course, YouTube is a free source of entertainment. You don't have to buy anything, to get on YouTube and to watch our content. And that is one of the reasons why we would encourage you to subscribe, because it helps us. But in the same hand, it doesn't cost you anything. So we would encourage you to like our videos and to subscribe to our channel. Instagram and our Facebook account are wide open. You don't really have to have an account in order to view them. Your phone may want you to download the app for Instagram, but you can always use a computer and go on there and see all the pictures that we've posted. You can't comment, but you can see all the stuff that's been put on there, so you don't have to have an account for that. A lot of our big projects are put on the web page, so you're going to see those on the main page there. Of course, services, go to the service tab, click on the make and model that you're looking for, and then go down through there and figure out the work that you want to have done. So a lot of those big projects are on the web page anyhow. If you don't do any kind of accounts, you don't want to sign up for Instagram, you don't want to sign up for anything, you can just go to the web page and kind of see it from there. Guys, one of the other things I want to say that we haven't really done in the past is we actually added a number on Google, a phone number. We for such a long time, we've always done email and we've done text, and that is typically how we would still process it. But if there's just straight up something that you need to have done, you got a question on, you're not sure, it really can't be explained in an email, then you can call us, and we'll do our best to answer that phone and to get back to you, or we'll call you back, or we'll text you back. Please leave a real detailed message about the gun you have, what you want to have done, something you'd seen, things like that. It will just kind of ready that process along as far as, how do we get back to you in a timely manner, what exactly it is you're after. It's a quicker response because we know what we're getting into, right? Versus all the other people that are contacting us as well. So we would encourage you to do that. If you're just bored and you have nothing going on in your life, you can text that number and just tell me how awesome the work is. Feel free to do that too, and I'll probably text you back. But yeah, guys, if you need anything, feel free to let us know. We've got a lot of other build videos coming out. We do happen to see that sometimes over the summer because we're a little bit slower, so it gives us the opportunity to build something we haven't done before. It gives us, we can slow down, we can build something, we can put it together, we can answer those questions, we can, complete projects a little bit more thorough, adding side windows to things and adding other service to existing services that we haven't done before. So these are all the things that usually take place during the summer when we have a little bit more time to pay attention to the work at hand instead of rushing through the thousands of orders that typically come in across the year. So it's a great opportunity to ask those questions, hopefully get those answers back you're looking for and things like that. Guys, if you need anything, feel free to let us know, and just stand by for some of our other upcoming videos.